Hey guys, what's up? Sloppy here, playing some more Creativerse, and it's been a while. So I decided why not start off with a test of skills. So we're gonna try and hit that lake, or we're gonna die. No, we're good. We're golden. Bang! That's one way to start. Anywho, we're back on the Project Singularity Creativerse server, playing some more, and we got a few things to do, really. Oh boy, been a bit laggy. I planted down some of these. I don't really know. What does that say? Fallow? Planted down some of these saplings. I don't know. Maybe a tree will grow. Maybe it won't. Get rid of this sometime soon. Hoping a tree will grow. But anywho, we got some work to do. Obviously, we got to get rid of these diamonds and stuff. I realize I haven't mined in a while, and I don't have any of the processors. So I want to make a whole bunch of processors. I want to make a whole bunch of fans. For this first little bit, I'm just going to make a ton of stuff. You know, the smelting, the processing, just because I haven't done that in a while, and I basically have nothing. So that's what I got to start off by doing. So just a little bit of maintenance, and then we're going to get into what we're doing today. I want to make a few extractors and whatnot, because I've sort of thought about what I want to do with this area. I think I'm going to bring it right down. I think I want to cut it into like a sheer cliff. That's sort of my idea. I'm going to see how it looks. You know, if nothing else, I'll just fill it in. It's not a huge deal. So anyway, I got to go smelt and process and whatnot. And so I'll be back, apparently, with some cool stuff. Alright, so I'm out here at night, and I kind of forgot how much I liked how pretty the sky was in this game. I mean, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And I was kind of checking out, making sure, you know, everything's lit. And I was thinking about what I want to do with this area. Lots of ideas. A lot of work, really. I was thinking it might be kind of cool to put another mountain up right here and kind of have like a peak and then have something down there. But that's future time. Right now, I want to focus on the entranceway coming in. So I want to have a pathway going all the way to spawn. And it's going to go past Asher's place, which is like right there. And it's just going to kind of come down here. So right now, I kind of want to work on the part that's like right here. So I need to get a bunch of these bedrock walls and have it come down. I kind of want an archway somewhere down there to kind of make it look very official of an entrance. So a little bit of work to do, and I got to get on that. All right, so I still have a bit of maintenance to do, though. I want to make a few more of the extractors and, you know, this, that. I still got a bunch to smelt up. It all takes, you know, it's 10, 15 seconds a piece, and it just takes a long time. So anywho, that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'll be back, and we'll try and work on some sort of front entrance. All right, real fast. This is something that I kind of tried to experiment with at some point. I want to do this on camera to get it, you know, to get the proof. I'm going to take away all the mushrooms except one and see if they regrow. Because if they spread, that'd be really nice. Because mushrooms, you use them a lot. They're not exactly hard to find or anything, but you do use them a lot. Health potions mostly, I guess. So I'm just curious if this will spread. I'm going to leave it, and we'll see. Well, I think I'm about done up here for now. I'm thinking about moving this whole setup and sort of expanding it somewhere else in the base, because I want to make this room kind of a little bit nicer. You know, I want it to be kind of a bedroom and whatnot. So I think I might redo this at some point, but for now, I've got a ton of extractors. I'm going to take a couple of them. We'll take 20 of them with us just to have, you know. I got to clean up a little bit. Look at all these diamonds I got from doing that. I definitely need to set up one of those coal to diamond with the tar setups, because yeah, it's actually, I kind of want it more for the coal because I've been cooking a lot, but the diamonds are really nice too. So I'm definitely going to set that up sometime very soon. But I've also made quite a few fans, which we're going to do something with eventually. I just got to clean up my inventory a bit. You can see I've made quite a few of these bedrock walls and stone stairs and whatnot. So we're going to head over and start doing that. But also check this out, guys. I didn't realize if you click on something and then you click favorite, it comes up the top bar, which is really nice. I was kind of playing around with it. So yeah, I might start using that because that's kind of awesome. Like now I don't have to dig through if, you know, I'm doing a build with all kinds of stuff, I don't have to dig through. I can just favorite it, and then they're all right there. That's like really nice. I'm a big fan of that. Why don't we do that one? I have to make a bunch of this. Bunch of these. But yeah, so that's really cool. We could probably make diamond armor. We just need to get corruption dust. Anywho, that's not really important, just looking through. So yeah, I'm going to do more furniture stuff at another point, but right now it's time to get onto that pathway, so let's head over there. Alright, so this is where we want the entrance. It's going to come down here, and yeah, I kind of put fence posts, so down here, kind of down this side, so there's going to be probably a grand entrance sort of archway, like around here. But I brought a ton of stairs, and probably not actually enough. But, so we're kind of going to go up right here. So if we have a 3 wide path was kind of the idea. Well, let's put it in the ground. If we have a 3 wide path, the archway is probably going to start like there. Is this sort of centered? Is this sort of centered? We might want to move it over 1. And we could terraform around it. You know how it is. Like that. That looks pretty good. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? There's a cave. Okay, so that is probably where it's going to be, and we'll figure that out in a second. I'm just going to get the stairs in and kind of get the pathway up until this point kind of set up. We'll figure out lights and archways and stuff, and then we'll get into the main base. You know, it'll be a cool little pathway, and then maybe we'll figure out what we want to do for like the road as it continues over. I think I might continue the path blocks that we used in Spawn. These guys. These natural stone paths, they're really cheap, and I might just use those. So, anywho, I'm going to get this sort of path hooked up here. I might even take a stab at terraforming this today. I'm not really sure, so be right back. All right, so I got a little bit of work done, and here it is. So, it's not much, but we got the pathway coming up, and then it's really long. I decided to continue with like this one-off thing. So one stair, one thing. I was going to switch it up, but having all the stairs is pretty steep, I find. And, you know, I was doing this over here, and I thought it looked fine, so I made it go all the way down, and that didn't leave much room to put pillars up here. I probably will put pillars, maybe like right here. But for now, we're going to work on this entrance down here. So we're going to have like a big entrance, not a big, we're going to have something like right here to sort of, you know, set the mood. Set the mood, and then, you know, you can enter. And I don't know what, we're going to do something different with all of this. You know, it's going to look a little bit more menacing. We're going to get some of the peak stone and whatnot. It'll be cool, but here's going to be our big archway. And then, you know, this is going to continue off that way and whatnot. But here is going to be the big archway, kind of the grand archway of the entrance. So I'm going to get some materials. I just want to show you guys kind of where it's going to be. And from this area, you can't really see anything. We're gonna probably shave away a bit of this, add some peak stone, you know, that sort of stuff. But you're probably not gonna be able to see a huge amount of what's actually up here, which I think is fine. But then once you get up here, you're pretty much, you know, you're good. So I'm gonna do some work. One thing I do want to do though is just see. So I've been complaining about how I don't get many queen bees. So we're gonna try and see if we get one. Nope. So that's my big issue with this farm. We're just getting to get a huge collection of queen bees. I've been saying it for a while. I'll probably do it eventually. But anyway, I'm going to get some materials and we're going to work on the archway. All right, so we're at this point. I was kind of trying to lay out where I wanted the stairs to go so I could kind of get a better vibe. I think they'll kind of go a little bit more than like they were before. Instead of doing like one, sort of a one-to-one thing, I think we're going to maybe go 3 closer to the arches, so you kind of get more of a gradual staircase up. But anywho, that's what I got so far. I put these carved ones at the bottom, at the base, and I kind of like those there. We're going to terraform around it, obviously. We got to get some lighting in here. I made these gas lamps. I think they're like the small ones. Yeah, they're pretty tight. I wanted to get some lighting. I might go get the Arctech lanterns, but they have kind of a blue light, which I don't like. But anyway, that's sort of how the entrance is going to be. I keep losing my connection to the server. It's a European server, and I'm on kind of shitty internet. So I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to record much of me building this because it's been a little shaky. So I'm just going to go ahead and try out some ideas. kind of want it to like arch over. It's kind of small though, so I might move it out one or two just because it does look pretty narrow right now, right? So we'll see. All right, well, it took an absurdly long time with the server, but this is what I kind of ended up with. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of it, and some of the stairs are placed in like weird ways because of the rotation thing, but it's not bad. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think we could have a few of these archways, though. I think just one looks a bit funny, so I think we might have a few like as we come up, and it's quite easy to build, so that's not a bad thing. I also have been experimenting with these diamond glass. I kind of like them. Where to try putting... Does that look better? I don't think so. We're going to try putting the diamond glass. I put a few down with the lights underneath them. I'm not sure I like it. It's kind of an easy way to do the lighting on the path. We probably need another one like here. But as we go up, I tried putting a few up here. I don't know if I like them in the base, like here. But I think I like them in the pathway up. So I think we might do that. We might just have a couple in the pathway. And that'll sort of be our thing, the diamond glass and, you know, how it is sort of now. So I'm just going to do a bit more terraforming around here. Maybe build another one. I'm not sure where it would go. But yeah, so that's kind of the design I went with. I didn't want to use too many materials that weren't what we were using in the actual like build of this base. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm just jumping around wildly. That's probably... Does it look better like that? Yeah, a little bit. It looks a little better with these. I didn't want to use too many materials that we aren't actually using, so that's sort of why it's simple. But it's not much, there's not much depth to it, you know, going backwards and whatnot. I did experiment with kind of playing around with that, but then it made it look really bulky, and I kind of wanted it to be smaller like this. So we'll probably have a couple more of these littered up into the entrance of this place. You know, maybe we'll put one like right here, and, you know, it'll be kind of a cool thing to have. We're going to use more of these lights. So anywho, I'm going to do a bit of terraforming around this, you know, add in some peak stone and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and then we're going to come back and check that out. All right, fun story. Built this second arch twice with server lag, but here it is, looking pretty good. Pretty good. Obviously, the pathway is going to continue. Originally, I had it going down here. So you can see that post was sort of where I laid out the path, but I think I'm going to actually make it go straight a little bit longer. Because if we go straight this direction, we pretty much hit spawn. The reason I veered is to go to Asher's base, but I think I might just make that sort of a little pathway off the side. Anyway, got some terraforming to do, obviously. We kind of had to carve out this mountain, but we're going to push this back, and then I'll show you the little bit of terraforming that I did. We've been using these lanterns. I quite like this as the pathway with the diamond glass. I like that a lot, but I don't like it in the base. So, anywho, I've been converting this over to peak stone, and we're actually going to kind of shear it off somewhere around here. Instead of being like this gradual slope, it's going to kind of be sheared off. And then what I'm thinking I'm going to do is all this area up here, I think I'm going to make it almost like a sheer cliff face. So if you're looking at it from this side, this will just be going straight down. And you can see the pillars where they're going to keep going that direction. So that's going to be kind of a cool thing, I think. And then this is going to be a cliff. So I'm gonna make some extractors and stuff and try and do it that way. But yeah, this is probably going to be like a sheer face down, which I think will be really neat. And yeah, the whole area is coming together. You know, now we got this pathway. I'm going to work on it a bit off camera. I think I'm going to like landscape all this off camera, maybe continue the pathway a bit, put another 2 or so arches. I don't really want to do the pathway all the way to spawn quite yet. I kind of want to like have this area a little bit more built before I like connect it, if that makes any sense. Obviously, people can come over here really easily with the teleporters, but I just want, you know, before the pathway connects, I want it to be a little bit more finished. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we did a pretty good job today. A lot of off-camera work. You know, we had to get everything built. I got a ton of extractors. I can go mining pretty easily. Got a ton of smelting done, which takes just a long time. And I think sometime soon I want to build like a workshop. Something that I just have a ton of processors and whatnot in. I wish there was a way to like automate some of that in this game, but you know, that's a wish list for another time. Sorry, my mouse is going just about too crazy. So anyway, I put the glass in these stairs too. You probably saw I quite like the way this is where this is heading. This pathway will just continue off this direction. It'll be a really cool vibe. Obviously, this looks a bit classier than what the base actually kind of looks like, so we might have to spice up there somehow. But anywho, that's about it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It was a bit of a hectic one to make. I've talked about how I'm kind of in a weird area to record, but you know, the construction decided to take a break for a little bit, so I got a couple hours in here. I'm gonna do a bunch off camera, hopefully, and hopefully I'll be back very soon with more Creativerse. And subscribe for more. There's all kinds of videos to catch up on if you haven't. And I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.